So we started the show, and Keith goes, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. Are the headphones charged?
Yeah.
And I said, Keith, the headphones aren't plugged in.
They weren't plugged in.
No, they weren't plugged in.
Yeah.
No.
Silly me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, you're a silly guy, you know?
I just realized I got to get my shit together.
No. You know what? This made me think of, because you're such a silly guy, pulling it out of a hat here. If I said the word Purell, hand sanitizer Purell, does that mean anything to you, Keith?
Means a lot.
Yeah. Does it? We've got some stories.
It means a lot. Yeah. My mom would pack me a lot of Purell.
Yeah.
You know, back in grade school, back in elementary school.
Right. Yep.
You know, when I was basically first grade all the way up to fifth grade.
Uh-huh.
Always
Clean
would
guy.
have
Clean guy.
lunch packed for me. Shout out to mom, you know, and got that Purell in there. But
Right.
I would abuse the Purell.
Uh-huh.
And I would offer the Purell to like all my friends at the table and and you and everyone.
Buddy,
Yeah, take some Purell, and I would just spray, or I would pour like the entire bottle into your hand basically. And
it became a thing. It was like a thing. Oh, like if Keith asks if you want Purell, you got to say no. You got to say no. Like, why? Oh, just, I don't know, maybe try it one time. And you go over to Keith, hey, can I have some Purell? Oh, yeah, sure, dude. And then squirts the whole bottle in your hand. You've got a bucket of Purell in your palm. Everyone is like laughing. Everyone's like, kid's got a bunch of Purell in his hands. It's just like such a waste. It's a waste of Purell.
Yeah. It was a waste. Yeah.
My
apologize.
question was, you come home every day and your mom's like, oh, like what happened to Purell? And you're like, oh, I gave some to everybody at school. They all needed some. And she's like, oh, great. Okay, I'll buy you a new one. But when was it too much, Keith?
Yeah, I don't know.
When was it too many?
I don't know.
So you had all these travel size Purells.
Yeah, they were always travel sized. Yeah, and like basically afterwards when I would pour it into someone's hand, you know, like half the bottle would empty.
Done.
You know?
Yeah. It's toast. It's toasted.
Like use up like a bottle per day.
Bottle of Purell per
maybe a bottle,
day.
maybe a bottle plus.
Oh my God.
I think sometimes she'd pack me too, you know, just in case.
Really?
Just in case I would use up too much.
Well,
I think she even knew at one point, you know, like something's going on.
Yeah, she knew but something was going on, but she always, once you told her that you were helping others, she was like, oh, I'm all for it. You were like, yeah, I'm giving some to my friends. She was like, great, I'll pack you as many as you need.
I'm giving people great hygiene. Yeah. You know, we're all
not spreading germs.
Yeah, we're all staying healthy. We're staying hygienic. We're not spreading germs,
right,
you know,
right.
Purell. That's what it's for. You know?
And kids are, they have a lot of germs in general.
Yeah. I'm helping everybody out.
You're helping the world. So by wasting all this Purell, you were in a way you were helping us.
It's a great way to
spin it.
What a
spin, huh?
Way to look at it.
Yeah,
what a way to look at that, man.
So we got you with the hiccup. We talked about the hiccup before, and now we got the Purell.
Yeah, I would cause a lot of problems in elementary school.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I would throw my jicama at everybody, and then I would pour all of my Purell bottles into everybody's hands. They would think it would just be a drop.
What did the teacher's assistants think? Like, oh, there's Keith. He's the Purell kid. His kid's throwing
that's the thing. No one would know. None of the teachers knew.
Oh, yeah.
I kept it under wraps. It's a very secretive process. Yeah. People would ask me because they needed to wash their hands at lunch before you eat your food. It's a very normal thing.
Yeah.
A very hygienic thing to do.
Right.
And here I am. I got the Purell ready to go. I'm their wingman.
Yes.
Man. You know, I got them. I got you. I'm here like, hey, I got you, man. Boom. And they just think they're getting a couple drops. Little do they know they're getting the whole damn thing.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Keith.
Purell. Man.
Now I know what we're going to talk about next week. We've got some mechanical pencils to talk about next week.
Oh, mechanical pencils
and stuff. Remember the oxygels?
I know. Okay, yeah.
We'll save it. That's a sneak preview.
I would cause a lot of problems.
There's some problems. That's a sneak preview for next week. Tune back in for next week's cold open.
I would stir up a lot of commotion. Man.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
All right.
Not proud of it.
No.
We were wacky guys. You know?
We were.
We're trying to make light of it. You know.
Yep. Without any further ado, let's cue the theme music, but make sure I hit the right button. I always go before the show. I test all the buttons. I'm like, what's what? I never know. Is this the right one?
I feel like you should know this.
I know. Fingers crossed. This is the right one.
I hope so.
Let's press it.
Okay.
It's not the right one. I fucked up. God damn it. Shit. Okay. Fuck.
I hear a car.
There's a car alarm too. Jesus Christ. Let me try this one. Oh God. Jeez.
That works really well after we said the car alarm.
Every button's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Is this it?
Beautiful. Okay, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kel's Cuts with Kellen Slattery and Keith Vogt. I just mentioned him. It's hosted by myself, Kellen Slattery. We're back from a hiatus. We've got our illustrious co-host, the horror fanatic and self-proclaimed animal expert. It's Keith Vogt right here. Keith, how are you feeling?
I don't know, man.
Type away.
I'm feeling like a table.
A table?
I'm feeling stationary.
Yeah, stable?
Yeah, I'm feeling stable, stationary. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really moving too much. I feel like I should move still a little more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stagnant.
Okay. Well, let's
hopefully
bring
I can get moving.
Yeah, let's bring some life into you. Keith, we were off the show last week. Why? Man, I was on vacation. I took a vacation.
You did.
I went to Hawaii.
Look at you.
Hawaii.
Look at you. Yeah. Aloha.
Hey, but mahalo. Aloha.
Ohana means family.
That's right, Ohana. Man, I had
Hawaiian
a
roller
great,
coaster ride.
Yeah, I had a great vacation, and God, I think there's a car alarm. There's another car alarm going on too. Jeez,
right okay, it's a different car alarm.
Yeah, it's rough.
Got a lot of.
So I had a vacation. We were going to do the show last week. So Keith and I, we went on a big hike last Sunday. Hiked to a waterfall. God, we swam under that waterfall. That was great. You remember how loud it was? We put our head under it. It was like shh. That was awesome, dude. We did that, and then Monday comes, when we usually record the show, and we're like, are you tired? Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Yeah, so we both got tired. Tuesday comes, and it's the day before I'm leaving for the trip, and I text you. I'm like, I don't know how we're going to make the show work. I got this. I got it packed. You're like, all right, we'll come back next week. We'll hit them strong. Here we are. We're hitting you strong.
We are.
And I gotta tell the audience here, before I left, I FaceTimed you right before.
Yeah.
And when I FaceTimed you were already singing a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Oh, yeah. Like, I FaceTimed you.
I was trying to get you going.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a hello. It was just like, there's no place I'd rather be. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. So that was great. So we're feeling refreshed.
We don't know the lyrics.
No, not at all. Not at all. Good song, though.
Great song.
Good song.
It's got a good tone.
Yeah, great. Yeah. But we're feeling fresh. We're feeling good. We're coming at you back. We're excited. This is Kel's Cuts. This is the show. Well, we talk about movies, right? So we go over all the things, in the world of pop culture, entertainment, television, film. You know it. If you've joined us before, you know how the show works. But if it's your first time joining us, well, let's break it down for you. So first, we go over our B.O.B. That is our box office breakdown. B.O.B. or Bobby Ray, as we like to say. B.O.B., where are you?
We Bobby? Love Bobby Ray, B.O.B., great musician. We love him. Yes, we hope he loves us. We hope he gives us that same kind of love that we put out for him.
Right.
Because we want that reciprocated, and, no one wants to, give out love and not receive it back.
Yeah.
So Bobby Ray, we love you. We hope you love us as well.
If anyone knows Bobby Ray, it could be my new buddy Uncle Al. Actually, Uncle Al might have a connection.
You think so?
There. Maybe I don't know.
Uncle Al, you met in Hawaii.
Yeah, Uncle Al. I got a new Uncle Al.
You got a new friend.
Yeah, new buddy of mine, Uncle Alan in Hawaii. Mahalo, Al, good guy. He could know B.O.B. So we'll go get into that maybe a bit later. So we go over our box office breakdown. Right, that's our top 5. Came in at the weekend's box office. This is going to be for the weekend of July 18th to July 20th. After that, we go over our boom or bust movie news story. So we go over stories in the world of film, and if the story is giving us feelings of positivity, happiness, inspiration, we give you a reaction of.
I love this thing. It just makes me happy. I want more of it. I want it now. I want it for all of my life. It's a boom.
Oh, there it is. And if the story is on the opposite side, giving us feelings of negativity, sadness, despair, anger, we give you a reaction of.
I really don't like this one, man. I think it could be a lot better. I'm going to give it a bust.
That's right. So boom or bust. Also another B.O.B. After that, we go over our cuts or our highlight of the week. And this week is fun, man. You know why? We're halfway through the year. We're middle of July. So middle of July, we're in the 7th month. We're a little bit past halfway through the year. So I thought it would be a good time that we go over our 5 faves of the year. That's our 5 faves. Double F. 5 faves. Also, you want another double F? You know what comes out this week? Fantastic Four. Double F. Boom, boom. Fantastic Four, okay? We got our 5 faves, Fantastic Four. This is actually a big week now that I think of it. I'm going to give this a really good shout out right now. Wednesday, season 27 of South Park premieres. This week, Fantastic Four First Steps comes out. Wow. Friday, Happy Gilmore 2. Oh my God. If you were to tell a 10-year-old version of me that those three things were happening, I would be excited. You tell a grown man of me those things are happening, I'm really fucking excited.
You're even more excited.
I'm juiced.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You're ready to go.
Ready to go. So it's going to be a good week, man. So we're going to go over our cuts. That's our 5 faves of the year. You're going to get Keith's 5 picks, my 5 picks, see where we overlap, see where we differ, kind of get a sense of what our tastes are, how we're feeling. And after that, we have our BSOTD, right? That is the bold statement of the day. It's our hopes, our dreams, our thoughts, our feelings, our aspirations, all of it packed up into one tight little bow. It's a present. It's a gift. We have it for you. It could be anything. Simple. A simple statement like, you know what? I like the harmonica. I think it's a good instrument. Or it could be something very complex, and maybe it's like, well, I think Tom Cruise had his best era in acting in the 90s. Thought he made his best work in the 90s. Could be simple, could be abstract, anything in the world of opinions. That's the BSOTD. That is the bold statement of the day. Keith, do you know what you're going to be saying for your BSOTD today?
I don't. I have a couple ideas.
You shared one earlier. It's a good one.
I have a couple ideas.
It's a good bold one. Yeah.
But I'm not set on one right now.
I think I've got one. In the bag. It's in my back pocket. I'll be ready to pull it out later.
God damn.
Yeah. So, without any further ado, my friend, let's get the show started with the box office breakdown. I know it's the right button. It's right here. And there's 1. There's 2. I'd like a 3rd. How about a 4th? Can I have a 5th? Guess what, honey? I like 6. Maybe even 7. How about 8? 9? 10? 11?
This is sorry,
it just keeps going.
11? How about 12? Jesus Christ.
Hit me. Sir, you have 36. Hit me. Sir, that's 29. Sir, hit me. It's like,
Actually, you know what? Hit me with a 12.
Okay. Good. Okay. So this is the box office breakdown, guys. This is for the weekend 29. It's weekend 29 of the year. We're almost at 30 weekends of the year. This is from July 18th to July 20th.
The big Trenta.
Yeah. Now
Trenta? Is that 30?
Trenta? Yes.
Trenta.
I believe you're right.
Treina.
Yes. I'm going to give you number 7 at the weekend's box office here. I know we say we go over the top 5, but guess what? Keith saw the 7th film at the weekend's box office. And
this didn't even make the top 5.
Didn't make the top 5, Keith.
This movie didn't make the top 5.
Not a surprise to me that it didn't make the top 5 for a couple reasons. We'll get into it a little bit here. This is A24's release on its number 1 weekend, only screening in 2,111 screens. Spoiler, the movie in the number 1 place was screening on 4,200 screens. So this screened in half of the amount that the number 1, and if you're talking about the number 2, the number 3, the number 4, those movies all screened in over 3,200, 3,500. So this a lot less, about 1,000 less screens.
That says a lot why this number 7 movie brought in a lot.
Number 7 with $4.2 million at the weekend's box office. It is Ari Aster's new film called Eddington. Ari Aster, famously a horror director, famous for the films Hereditary, Midsummer, did Beau is Afraid as well, and he did a short film, Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Keith saw Eddington. It's got a star-studded cast, right? We have Pedro Pascal, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Austin Butler. Keith saw the film. Made $4.2 million. Keith, can you talk a little bit about the film, not spoiling anything, maybe your reaction to it, what you think of the box office numbers here? A little bit of that?
I like the film. I know this film is going to be very polarizing. It already is very polarizing, very divisive, because it basically touches on the crazy time we had during COVID 2020.
Right.
And it touches on, all of the divisive ideologies the public had with each other.
Yeah.
And, it kind of just paints a picture of America back in 2020 during COVID, and it is wild. It makes you laugh. Okay. It's and I thought it was very funny. I laughed many times during the film. I thought it was just very funny to just like take a step back and look how crazy it all was back then.
Yes.
Just, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got very funny moments, and it's got very absurd moments too. Ari says this is his love letter to New Mexico. He grew up there, and he went to college in New Mexico as well. Wow. Shout out to Ari Aster in New Mexico.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, he says this is basically a modern Western too.
Okay.
And it totally is that movie. You could say it turns into that in the third act.
Oh,
a lot of people think the third act gets a little too crazy, and it sure does, but it worked for me. I thought it built up really, really well.
I like the sound
with
of
all
this.
the divisive ideologies, all the arguing, these two sides arguing. And then it just, it builds and builds and builds into this chaotic ending. And with every Ari Aster ending, is it's always dark and depressing and pretty sickening. And this one is no short of that. It has a depressing ending, and it sticks with you.
I'm sure.
And the whole movie will stick with you. I think people are going to look back on this movie, and I think it's going to make people think.
Wow. Okay. Good.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what Ari wanted to do. I think he wanted to create conversation. With this movie, as he does with all of his movies.
Yeah.
I mean, that, in a way, that's what movies are about.
Right.
Just to create that atmosphere for just conversation.
Absolutely.
And I think this movie just does just that, and it was a very captivating watch.
Oh, cool.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this one. That's great from you, Keith. Now, I want to ask you a couple things here. It's got a runtime of 228. It's a 2.5-hour film.
Worked for me.
Real? Okay, so long film, but it worked. Okay.
I thought it would not work for me.
Yeah.
I thought a 2.5-hour film. I'm not the type of person to go into. I love an hour and a half to 2 hour movies.
Sure.
That's it. Anything over 2.5 hours.
It's got to be really good.
Yeah, it's got to be really good, or else I'm going to be struggling in there.
Sure.
But it had me hooked the whole way.
Okay, good.
I thought it was a really well written film.
Okay.
I think Ari wrote the film as he does. He writes all of his films.
Right.
And it's directed really great too. It's got a hell of a cast.
Yes.
A lot of people are saying, Emma Stone and Austin Butler could have been used a little more in the movie.
Oh.
You could argue that, sure. They are side characters. Joaquin is the lead,
Yeah.
And he's having this, basically this moral fight against, with Pedro Pascal.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Joaquin's the guy basically trying to, kind of keep our freedom. He's the one kind of against the mask mandate in a way. And Pedro
takes on all that.
Pedro was for it. And and you see all the behind the scenes, all the characters have flaws. Joaquin Phoenix has his flaws, Pedro Pascal has his flaws, and that's a brilliant way to depict what 2020 was like. We all had all of our differing ideologies, and is really one side right? I don't know. It's a very centrist type of film. And it just kind of paints that picture of 2020 in a really interesting way.
Now, let me ask you this. This is Ari's second time working with Joaquin Phoenix because they did Beau is Afraid. And from what I never saw Beau is Afraid, but from what I heard, a lot of people just from Ari's caliber considered Beau is Afraid a bit of a disappointment.
I think people are considering Eddington a disappointment too.
Really? Okay.
This film, Eddington, is incredibly divisive.
Yeah.
If you have strong political views, you gotta set them aside.
Okay.
If you're gonna watch Eddington and you want to enjoy it.
Okay.
If you have strong political views and you're really just firm on that, you're probably gonna have a hard time enjoying the film because it paints bad depictions of both sides.
Oh, okay.
As with everything, we're all none of us are perfect.
Sure.
Dude. And none of our ideologies are.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's kind of what the movie's about, and just how chaotic all the chaos it leads to.
Yeah.
All the chaos that arguing leads to, man.
Wow.
And it sure leads to something in this movie.
And
God damn.
Yeah, it sounds like this third act is quite something.
Oh, yeah. And all of his third acts, all of Ari's third acts,
yeah.
That's why Ari Aster is such a big name, Midsommar, Hereditary.
He's considered one of the new horror director icons.
Yeah.
He is, with just, 4 or 5 films?
Shout out to The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, his short film as well.
Absolutely sickening.
All of them, generational trauma.
Yes.
Including this one as well.
Oh, right.
And just, all of them have really depressing kind of lead characters in a way.
Yeah.
All of them have a very kind of depressing backstory. This one is no short of that. And, it's up there with his films. It was my third favorite film of his. I like Hereditary, Midsommar, and then this.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I like this more than Beau is Afraid. And
I would expect you to. I would expect me to as well.
Yeah. You probably. Yeah, I'm sure you would. I think you're going to go out and see it, and you're going to enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay.
I just think, if you want to enjoy the film, maybe set aside your political views for a sec and just appreciate a good movie depicting what the chaos was like back in 2020 during COVID.
Right. Last thing I'll ask you, Keith, then we got to move on, but I'm interested because you've seen the film. Second time working together, Ari Aster, Joaquin Phoenix. How has their work now developed, differed? Is there more of a comfortability that you find maybe Joaquin was even able to take some bigger risks? Or is it a more subdued performance in comparison to Beau is Afraid? I'm just curious because they work together. I always find it interesting when a director... Yeah. It's always a great sign when 100%. A director works with an actor again. Yeah. Because
and actually, Joaquin is the only actor Ari Aster has worked with multiple times.
Fascinating. So
I believe he's the only one.
Yeah, so it's really great. We talk about directors like Wes Anderson or even like a Mike Flanagan for you, Adam Sandler, all these guys who like to work with the same group because it feels like a family, like an ensemble. When you talk about like a theater, like theater companies, they have their ensemble cast. It'll be like, oh, we got Joe, Rick, Sarah, and Bobby. Oh, well, Joe will play this, Bobby will play this, then you do the next show. Oh, well, Sarah's going to be here, that you do the next show. Yeah. That's how it's really cool. So I find it interesting. Ari chose to work with Joaquin again.
For sure.
Here.
Yeah.
Me too, and it's the first time he worked with an actor again.
Yeah. First time again. Yeah. I actually thought Joaquin was maybe a little more nuanced in this one. He was a little more crazy in Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
And I think that's
for
just
the subject matter.
Yeah, I think just because his character in Beau is Afraid is just riddled with anxiety. Yeah. It's an anxiety-riddled, ridden film.
Yeah.
So I think he plays it up a little more than this one. Sure. But I mean, he totally hits it out of the park with this role too. Yeah. I thought he was absolutely great.
Yeah.
I think he definitely carries the film.
Okay.
Like if any actor does carry the film in this, it's definitely Joaquin.
Okay.
He's the complete lead in this too.
Right. Okay.
And like I said, he's got all of Ari's endings are pretty dark.
Okay.
And, so I'll just say that.
Gotcha.
But
that's good.
Batshit crazy ending.
Yeah. Okay.
Batshit crazy ending, dude. Like jaw-dropping, batshit crazy.
Yeah. I got to see it.
Good stuff.
We'll see it.
Stuff, man.
Keith, thanks for all that on Eddington. Next, well, just quickly, we don't even need to talk about it. At the number 6 spot, we've got Universal Pictures on 2,848 screens with a 31.7% drop, bringing in $5 million. That's the live-action remake, How to Train Your Dragon. That is its 6th week. So 6th week, it's number 6 at the box office. We don't really need to say much. We've covered the film well. Next, we've got number 5. Now we're in the top 5, what our show normally covers. We've got Warner Brothers. In its 4th week, 3,000 screens, 24% decrease. What a slight dip. Just a little dip. 24% decrease, bringing in $9.8 million. It's F1. The movie F1 with Brad Pitt as the Formula One driver, right now sitting at a worldwide total of $463 million. Pretty good for F1. You like to see that. I find this one interesting because the international numbers, $309 million for F1.
Wow.
Domestic, $153. Let me say that again. International, $309. So worldwide, we've got $463 on F1. Big blockbuster. I want to see it past $500. I hope it can. I don't know if it's been released in all areas of the world. Really hope this can hit the $500 million mark. But interesting, 309 international.
Yeah.
I think that speaks to the F1.
The sport itself.
Right.
Yeah, because the sport is popular in all areas of the world, basically. It's not just an American sport. Mm-hmm. It's not an American sport. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a European sport, if anything, right? Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. It makes sense.
You see it in the numbers.
Yeah, you see it in the numbers, why it's more popular internationally. It's great. It's an international sport. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Formula One.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Original movie, getting it done. Number 5, still 100%. Hanging around in the top 5 box office.
I will say, though, I'm so disappointed Eddington brought in only $4.5 million its opening weekend when F1 is sitting here in its 2nd weekend, right?
This is its 4th weekend.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It's his 4th. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
F1 is in its 4th weekend at the box office, and it brought in over double the money than Eddington brought in its first weekend.
Not enough marketing, I'd say, on Eddington.
It's so disappointing for Eddington.
Yeah,
that was a great movie.
Yeah.
It happens. There's a lot of great movies out right now.
It happens. Keith, next we've got number 4 at this weekend's box office. It's something that you've been looking forward to for a really long time. Not sure why you didn't see it. Paramount Pictures in the number 1 weekend. 3,504 screens with $11 million. Whoa, it's a big family film bringing in $11 million on its opening weekend. It is Smurfs.
Oh, dude, let's go, bro. Hell yeah. I thought it was going to be another movie.
No, Keith, it's Smurfs with $11 million on an opening weekend family film.
Dude.
It kind of shit the bed.
Rihanna as Smurfette?
Yeah. We're not getting into this again.
Yes, we are. God. Rihanna, Smurfette. That's all you need. That's all the marketing you need. That's exactly what Smurfs did with their, the Smurfs campaign, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it was a terrible campaign.
They kept shoving it in our faces. Rihanna is Smurfette. Rihanna as Smurfette. She's gonna have new music in the movie. Yeah. It's gonna be great, and I'm sure it was.
No, I'm sure that
Shout out to those little
that it wasn't great. And I don't think a lot of people thought it was going to be great. That's why it made $11 million, and it was a kids film.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I'm sure it was
a kids film.
I'm sure it was disappointing for most people to watch.
They give you a Rotten Tomatoes percentage, not to say that if it's positive or if it's fresh or not. That doesn't mean if the movie's good or not. It's subjective. But I'll give you a percentage here. I just want to see it for Smurfs while we're working.
I mean, shout out to Rihanna though. I mean, Rihanna as Smurfette, that is a big deal. Her releasing new music in the movie is a big deal. Is the new music good? Is it the type of music?
20%.
Is it the type of is it the type of music we want Rihanna to be releasing?
No.
I don't know. That's up for you to decide, maybe. But
yeah, no.
Smurfs, dude.
Smurfs.
Let's go.
Keith, I find this laughable for a reason here. I'll tell you. The next film, number 3 at this weekend's box office, we both said we wanted to see it, from Sony Pictures. First weekend, making more money.
Yeah, this is what pisses me off.
Than Smurfs on 3,200 screens. And also Eddington? Yes. Also Eddington, 3,200 screens for the reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, $12 million, just beating out Smurfs, which made 11. This is $12 million for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, God. That just...
I want to see it.
I want to see it too, but Eddington is the better film. And the fact that I Know What You Did Last Summer brought in... over double the money compared to Eddington its opening weekend. It just really disappoints me.
Well, they're not happy with $12 million for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, they're not happy with that either. Yeah.
Shout at least 20, 25 at least.
Yeah. Two horror directors there,
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing in the stats there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm shocked that I Know What You Did Last Summer brought in more than Eddington. I at least would have thought they would have been in the same ballpark. I guess people just want a cheap scare over maybe possibly a thought-provoking film. I don't know.
Could be, but I also think the marketing has a play, and you have the name of I Know What You Did Last Summer as well.
100%.
Eddington, from a marketing standpoint, what the fuck is Eddington? I love it.
It's completely random.
But what the fuck is Eddington?
100%.
Who knows what...
That's a great point.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. And if you don't, it's already it's kind of a questioning title. It's just a marketable title. Yeah. In general, from a base marketing standpoint.
100%,
It could be, I saw what you did Tuesday. I'm saying a different thing. We're what the fuck is that? But Eddington, it's huh? Yeah. It's not a marketable title, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's going to have some cheap thrills. It's going to be some good fun,
Yeah. And you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you know what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. It's not going to be anything more than that.
Right.
They're bringing back the OGs, like Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Right.
I think they're bringing up
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, a couple others from the cast, from the original cast. You gotta love that. That's what the Scream franchise did, and that totally revitalized the Scream franchise in a big way too.
Yes.
So you can totally see the parallels with I Know What You Did Last Summer, trying to adopt that same process of bringing back their OG cast members from the original movie to just make it a bigger spectacle film for the remake.
Yeah.
And that's what Scream did. It was really successful, and that's what this movie did. It was successful. I'm sure they wish it was a little more successful, but at the same time, I Know What You Did Last Summer was never a big horror franchise.
Sure,
it was popular, but
this made less than the original opening weekend.
It was never known as. Geez, did it really? Yeah. Wow. Damn it. Wow.
That's really bad.
Wow. That is really bad. That's really bad. You don't want that for a remake.
No, I mean
a reboot.
It's been 27 years. I mean, it's been 27 years.
Wow, that's really interesting.
It's really bad.
Damn. No, yeah, that's disappointing.
It's a shame.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. I might go see it. Yeah, for the the good fun and cheap scare.
I'd like to see it too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just
what it is.
Disappointed in audiences going out to see.
It also is a crowded time at the box office.
Yeah,
and we'll tell you what else is in theaters, Keith.
Yeah,
we've got. In the number 2 spot from Universal Pictures in its third week with the 41% decrease on 3,800 screens, $23 million for Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah.
Last week it was at the number 2. This week at the number 2, consistency, Jurassic World. Okay.
Yeah. To me, it just seems like people are going to the movies just for some good fun.
Yeah, and what's interesting is
it seems like they're going for the movies for some good fun over maybe a thought-provoking type of film or a film that...
Yes, but I wouldn't put that... I just can't put full merit into it because I don't think there was enough marketing on Eddington.
Okay, yeah.
Like, if I asked my mom or even my dad what the Eddington was, they don't know what it is. But if I told them, oh, it's Emma Stone, Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, they're going to go, what? Who? What? Really? Wow, why didn't I hear about this?
Yeah.
People
like familiarity.
And well, you gotta give it to I think they just dropped the ball on Eddington.
You think so?
It's A24.
Yeah.
It's A24, and it was marketed to like me and you.
Yeah.
Like we saw it, but not the masses. You have Pedro Pascal, who's in every movie right now. Everything. You go to your local theater, look at the posters. Materialist, Eddington, Fantastic Four.
He's in 3 movies in theaters
the star on the poster. It's not like, oh, he's in it. No, he's on the fucking poster. Yeah. He's the star of the movie.
Yeah, you got to do some better marketing. I agree.
It's A24.
It's disappointing.
A24 at $4 million. The name alone of A24 should bring in 10.
Yeah, and if you got an original movie, you got to market the hell out of that.
And this is Ari Aster.
Yeah, because people like familiarity, and it's going to be tough to bring out the audiences for a new original movie that no one's seen before, no one knows it. So you got to market the hell out of that. Like they're doing, like the marketing for Together and Weapons. Those two new horror movies coming out. They've been marketing those movies forever, dude. And they should have been doing the same with Eddington.
Well, also, but look at I Know What You Did.
All 3 of those movies are going to be great.
Look at what I Know What You Did last summer. They had the viral guerrilla marketing campaign where they had the fucking, what's the butcher guy's name with the little hook at the Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
If I'm Eddington, the only thing I saw from Eddington on the poster was like that bison falling. Get a bison out on Hollywood Boulevard, walking the streets. And then people are going to go, what the hell is that? And he wears a little sign that says Eddington. And they go, what's Eddington? It's this bison. What's that? And then you look it up.
Eddington should have marketed their movie considering how big of an event COVID was, and considering this movie was centered around COVID, they should have marketed their movie with random people wearing a bunch of masks.
Absolutely.
In the street. That's what Eddington should have done.
Giving it away at Venice Beach, giving masks, and people with signs and protesters that say like, mask mandate, COVID or something, creating not a literal mass hysteria. No, but a marketed conjectured hysteria, sense of hysteria that creates thought and intrigue. That's what marketing can do. And with you're talking about this, I know we're getting back in Eddington because it's such a blunder at the box office. I haven't seen the film,
dude. I'm shocked.
It's an issue because people are going to point. This is what people do. They point fingers going, oh, everything's a remake and a sequel and a this and a that. Eddington was there. You got
yourselves an original film.
You didn't see it.
And you don't go out and see it.
We're seeing the other things. And I get it. We know when we go to Jurassic, we're going to get this, that, and the other. We don't have all the money in the world. We have X amount of dollars to spend on a movie ticket, and I want this experience with my family. But now you're asking me to go and see a movie that's a one-word title that I have no idea what it means, and the poster has a falling bison, and all I get is, oh, he's a horror director, and it has some big-name actors, but I haven't seen a trailer. It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough, and it's an absolute blunder. It's a marketing blunder and a mishap that should not have happened. I think you're brilliant on the take of people should have been out there with Eddington masks.
Yeah.
And saying, like, it doesn't have to pick a side. It just has to involve intrigue and question.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it has to do.
Because the movie was centered around COVID, dude.
Yes.
Just market it with putting a bunch of people in masks.
With that.
That's going to be great.
Go to sporting events. Yeah. Rent out, literally pay some actors $15-17 an hour.
Yeah.
Have them wear masks. Yeah. Take up one entire row at a sporting event. Get the camera to show them. Have that go on social media. Boom. We just thought of it. I haven't even thought of Eddington. I was on vacation. Haven't thought of this all weekend. We came up with that right now, sitting at a coffee table. And I bet you that could have brought in at least a couple $1,000.
I know.
To this movie.
Yeah.
I don't.
You just need to get creative with your marketing.
You do.
Man. Especially nowadays with how big social media is. Shit can spread like wildfire on social media.
Yeah.
And especially every single person knows about COVID-19. Happened to every single one of us.
It's crazy.
Took over the world. So the fact that you had a movie on COVID and you're not going to market it some way around COVID, I think that's just like a wasted. I think that's wasted right there.
I agree.
That's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The only counter I would introduce to us is that during COVID, a lot of the procedural shows, a procedural show like 911 or one of those like, the cop dramas where the entire story is contained in one episode, CSI, that kind of stuff. A procedural show. They started to introduce episodes with masks like they were happening right now. And the viewership did dip because people didn't want to see that. That's when we were experiencing it. And it was like, I don't want to see that on TV right now because we're living through this absolute uncertainty and what many would consider a nightmare. And people didn't want to see that. We're years out, but we still have residual effects. There could still be people, mass public, who are, I don't want to see a movie about that.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. It could just be that simple. But that doesn't make an A24 movie make $4 million with Pedro Pascal, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Austin Butler, and directed by Ari Aster. Yeah, That's too much.
I know.
We've completely derailed back into Eddington because it is a big thing. It's a big thing. It is. I know.
It's just a shock.
Yeah, it's a shock. So let's get back to Jurassic World Rebirth. What we see here is the worldwide total sitting at $649 million. People love dinosaurs.
They do.
It's that simple.
They do. Yeah.
We saw the film. I had some fun. I liked it. I would say it was pretty good.
Oh, I had a
You
really fun
liked
time.
it. You really liked it.
I had a really fun time. I really enjoyed it.
Did I tell you what my dad texted me?
Oh, what did he say?
Saw Jurassic. Stinks.
Oh my god!
It's like I said I warned you. It's kind of mindless. There's not too much of a brain in the movie. The script isn't very good, but there's some fun scenes. And he's like, "We've seen this all before. Nothing new." And I was like, "Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I mean, that is very true."
Harsh critic.
He hated it. He thought it was terrible. He hated it. Yeah. And a lot of people did. A lot of people really didn't like this one. Yeah. I think it's sitting mid-50s on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's still bringing in money. It's got 649 worldwide. But you talk about the first Jurassic World with Chris Pratt. That was $1 billion film.
There was just not. We wanted more depth to their characters
and there
in
wasn't.
this because they had such an ensemble cast.
Yes.
Just loaded cast.
Right.
The big three right there.
Mm-hmm.
With Jonathan Bailey, ScarJo, and Mahershala Ali.
Right.
And we wanted these characters to have a lot of depth, and we wanted to really care about these characters. That's what draws you into a film in the first place, their characters. And their characters just didn't have enough depth for both of us. And the movie was totally centered around the action and dinosaurs, which was epic. It was all so cool, but it would have made it even more special if those characters had a little more depth to them and got us to care about them a little more.
No, it's absolutely right. Keith, we've got our number one movie at the box office. This is from Warner Brothers in its second week with a 53% decrease on 4,200 screens, bringing in $58 million. It is dun, 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 dun. Superman. James Gunn's Superman, my friend, sitting right now at a worldwide total of $409 million with a domestic take-in of $236 million. It is a new, fresh start for the DC Cinematic Universe, the DCU, shepherded by James Gunn and Peter Safran. James Gunn famously did the Guardians of the Galaxy films, as well as some early work in horror, Slither, Super, Rainn Wilson. He wrote the Scooby-Doo movies.
Right.
James Gunn has been in the industry for a long time.
He wanted those Scooby-Doo movies to be R-rated.
Oh, yeah, I think I did read that. Yeah, I did.
Which I would have loved.
Sure,
come on, Scooby-Doo movies. You can make that a horror
Could be
show,
fun. Could be fun.
Come on.
With so worldwide there, what did we say? 409 million, international 173. It's a new take on Superman, and what John Campea said, another fellow movie podcaster there, big fan of his work, John Campea said this movie doesn't have to make $1 billion, it just has to be great, because we need to kind of get the taste from the DCEU out of our mouth because it lost the audience. And this movie just really needs to be good. It doesn't have to make all the money in the world. It needs to be, sure, we want it to make money, but it doesn't have to make all the money in the world. It just needs to be good.
It just needs to reestablish the hope.
Yes. Did they do it?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It did its job.
It did it big time.
We love Superman.
Oh, man.
Everyone loves Superman.
I love this one.
He's bringing hope back to humanity.
Yeah.
In a world where we have, like, it seems like we have no hope right now, this was the movie we freaking needed, man.
Yes.
The message is so powerful. Yeah. It's so hopeful. It's so loving. It's so caring. You're a good person if you just see everybody as beautiful. Maybe that's the real punk rock. Maybe. Just maybe.
This is a classic, when you bring up that punk rock quote with Superman, it's a property. Let me look it up. There's a name for it. Yeah. It's, if A equals B and B equals C, that A equals C. So if A equals B, so if punk rock is cool, right? And if punk rock is being kind, then being kind is cool.
100%.
If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. It's a relative property in math. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah. No, 100%.
That's what this movie follows.
Yes.
Which subverts us to now we think and believe and know for a fact that being kind is cool.
That was the message of the film.
That's what it's all about.
Kindness. To me, the message of the film was kindness is what makes you a good person.
Yes.
And that's what Superman is.
Yeah. I mean,
he's just genuinely sees everyone, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, race, ethnicity, age, gender, whatever. He sees everybody as beautiful.
Yes.
And he wants to help out everybody. No matter if it's a squirrel, a cat, a little girl, grown man, even his enemy, maybe.
Yes.
He's that good of a guy, and it's such a powerful message to spread to the youth nowadays, to all of the young children growing up with this Superman, to spread that message of hope and just to spread the message of if you are a good human being and treat people with kindness, that is really that's the main thing that matters. And that's what sets you apart from just having a good soul.
Yeah. James Gunn did it.
Yeah.
He did it, man. Wrote the script, directed it, directed the shit out of this fucking thing. I mean, I had my doubts. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I had mine too. Yeah.
I walked into it and they were releasing some clips. I know people really liked the clips that they were releasing, but for me, when they released some of these clips out of context, I was like,
you thought they're releasing too much.
I didn't know what to think. I was like,
you thought like this is a lot. The
marketing, they had to show us a lot to get us in there, which makes sense.
You're thinking, I hope they're not showing me the whole movie.
I hope they weren't showing me the whole thing. And then when they were releasing specific clip scenes from the movie out of context, I was going, I don't know if that worked for me. Then I saw it in the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, this works. Because the movie sticks with its tone. It knows what it is. It's contained in its own James Gunniness. This movie is so gunny. It really is. The sensibilities, the humor, the heart. The heart and the humor. That's why his sensibilities worked so well with Marvel and what we know Marvel Comics to be, and now giving that flavor of heart and humility over to Superman, because we saw a different rendition, and I love Zack Snyder's Superman. I think Man of Steel is excellent.
Yeah.
But this movie was such polar opposite from Man of Steel, and that was great. That's nothing bad about Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel. It's its own thing, and now we experience this in its own thing, and it was so amazing that we got this exact opposite kind of retelling of this character. And that's the beauty, when you talk about an adaptation. Characters can take on such different lives with all these different renditions from writers and artists. And we saw that here. And like you said, with the key message being hope and what it means to be a good person. It's so powerful and profound. And like you said, the movie that we need right now.
I think, it's funny. We were talking about Minecraft, that one article saying like, this is the movie of hope. That'll the movie we need right now.
Yes.
That'll bring everyone hope. I feel like Superman is the movie we actually needed right now in the state of the world that will bring everybody at least a sense of hope.
Yes.
We love you, Superman.
We love you.
We love you.
We really do. I mean,
because I'm a punk rocker,
Yeah. How about And in 5 years' time,
fun.
It's a great song. The characters, James Gunn. What's so good about Gunn's work, his characters, no matter how big or small, always memorable.
Oh, yeah.
And always have a perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Even guys who have a one-liner, even a dog. Even someone, think of I Am Groot. We talked about this before. This is a guy who makes I Am Groot said in different intonations, that much different meaning, powerful. Think about the dog. It's a dog, man. It doesn't talk. Yeah, we had Rocket Raccoon. He made a talking raccoon. The dog don't talk. And we get so much from his eyes, from his personality.
Man.
It's worked so well that he was this misbehaving dog and this relationship with Superman. It was so relatable if you're a pet owner or anything. There was just so many elements that were so
That's how dogs
good.
are.
It's exactly how dogs are, yeah.
It's an animal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can only control it so much.
And you talk about,
but yeah,
you're familiar with Nicholas Hoult from his early work as well, where he's grown into.
Shout out to Skins,
right?
The UK show Skins. If you haven't seen the show Skins from the UK, there's a US version. That's why I say the UK.
Yep.
That catapulted so many careers. Nicholas Hoult, Kaya Scudero, Daniel Kaluuya, Dev Patel. Joe Cole,
Jack
O'Connell.
Yep.
Like literally
tons.
There's 3 seasons of the show, but
tons.
If I recommend watching any of Skins UK, watch seasons 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because that's what all those actors are in seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And those are the seasons that really put the show on the map.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, just shout out to that show.
Great stuff, man.
Quick shout out.
I can talk about Superman. I'll be honest with you. I could do an episode on Superman. I could do an hour and a half on Superman.
Yeah,
I really could. So
Nicholas as Lex. Yeah, shout out, bro. Yeah, I mean, he was the lead in the Skins UK show, and so just to see him.
Great villain in this one.
Yeah, just to, he was in Nosferatu, and now he's Lex.
He's had a year. We talked about this was going to be the year of Holt.
Nicholas Hoult has had a freaking year, man.
Yeah.
Now he's Lex Luthor, and he killed it.
He
killed it, dude. I was so pumped to see that, bro.
Crushed. That scene with the revolver. We won't spoil it, but he's got a scene with a revolver and a gun.
He played. They made Lex just like you really hate him.
Yeah,
he's
devilish.
Yeah, they made the audience really just hate this guy, man.
I really enjoyed how his performance was. I thought it was big. You could see he was shaking, sometimes seething with anger. He was seething. These choices worked for me.
You could
so good.
feel his anger and jealousy and envy of Superman. You could feel that rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, just, I mean, it was just, oh, God. Yeah, you could really feel it. Yeah, and then there's just so much to talk about in this movie, man.
I know. Let me give one last thing on here. We could do a lot more. But I just wanted to say, I think there was some news anchors before the movie came out, that said, "Oh, I'm curious to see how it's going to do at the box office." 2 weeks in, we're at $409 million. When DC Studios, the name of DC would almost make people shrivel. They'd go, "Oh, I'll see the Marvel thing." DC? No, I don't even want it.
We are totally feeling the shift. I think the shift happened when James Gunn went over to DC. We talked about this kind of earlier too, and I think DC is gonna be the new Marvel, the DCU. I think this was the start of it. The new Superman movie. We got the new Clayface movie coming out.
Sure,
which is gonna be a horror movie.
Yep.
And we're starting the whole DCU up again. And
yeah. It's a tall order.
But considering James Gunn is at the helm and he's the CEO, co-CEO of DC, or is he?
Yeah, he runs it all along with Peter Safran.
Gotcha. Considering he's one of the main guys running the show now, I assume the majority of their movies are going to be good.
It's a tall order. This is one movie.
It is.
This is one movie.
It is.
And you're talking about, just in comparison, right? You're talking about Marvel Studios. That's the most successful studio franchise of all time.
Yeah. It's a tall order.
It's a tall order.
Sure.
And I wouldn't say that the tides are turning, but I would say the tides are turning for DC.
100. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was not knocking Marvel or anything.
Oh, okay.
I was just Yeah, like DCU is starting up their own MCU. Like,
oh yeah, the tides have turned for them. This is the first step.
Yeah, that's what I meant with the Superman film. Yeah, it's totally starting the DCU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like they're starting their own version of the MCU.
Absolutely. Yeah. Apologies on the technical difficulties there. Boy, this puppy died. It died again.
It always does.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I gave it the old Fonzarelli. I gave it a tap, changed out the batteries.
You have a good smack.
Yeah, once I gave it a tap, when in doubt, the Fonz. The old Fonzarelli takes you back.
Gave it a good smack,
That's right.
And here we are, good to go.
Okay, we're back at it.
It's concerning about the device.
I know. It's weird.
You would want it to... It would just work better.
It cost a lot of money. We got to figure it out.
Without having to smack it.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
smack it into shape.
Got to smack it into shape. But Keith, we're running long. I mean, we haven't talked, in 2 weeks about movies and shit. So the show's running long. But we'll tighten it up. We'll tighten up the pace. We were talking about Superman
carried away with
Eddington. We really did. We'll tighten it up with Superman. Nicholas Hoult, famously, Keith has seen his work from a really early age. Stuff. We're saying is the year of Hoult. Nosferatu, and he had another big one too.
He was in The Menu recently.
The Menu, but it was something even more recent. Like it just happened. He did like 3 things.
He's been in a lot of big name stuff.
But it's 3 things. Juror number 2. Juror number 2,
Clint Eastwood.
Nosferatu, Superman. Damn. I mean, 3 back-to-back. Huge movies.
Yeah.
So the year of Holt, we could talk about.
All big name directors, too.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? Clint Eastwood, Robert Eggers, and James Gunn?
Yeah, huge. Huge.
That is deadly. That's a deadly combination.
Absolutely.
But yeah. DC, shout out.
They're coming.
They're coming back.
Yeah. Great first start for James Gunn. Let's see if we can continue.
I hear people saying, I'm jealous of like the kids who get to grow up with this Superman. That's like a touching thing to. I read that. I thought it was really touching. I thought it was.
I think a lot
special.
Of the time,
just all the. I was thinking of all the kids growing up. Watching this Superman.
Sure,
it's a special thing.
Well, I absolutely. I think. I'm very thankful. We'll touch a little bit. I'm very thankful that I grew up with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I am so thankful that is when I grew up.
Oh, me too.
With that.
Me too.
And then when I saw the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
And to see a guy who has a device attached to his chest who looks different on his chest, for me to see that at a young age, pivotal. I mean, I'm so thankful that I got to experience the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, live with all those films, seeing the premieres all the time. I remember when we were in like middle school and high school, and I was going to all the premieres and stuff.
I remember
that. I remember other people were like not watching. I'm like, guys, you're missing out. And I knew that everyone was gonna end up watching them and it was gonna be the biggest thing. Yeah. And sure enough, it was. Yeah. And I was like, well, I've been on the train the whole time. Welcome on. Welcome to the party.
Let's go. Baby.
And as you said, this has the potential to be that new kind of chapter for DC and give those same experiences to the youth.
It's special because how you were feeling, I assume kids these days are feeling the exact same way.
Mm-hmm. And this movie
after watching this movie,
it has a 4 quadrant. Like we can talk about 4 quadrant. Yeah. Young, old, all types of ages can love this one.
Yeah. I saw like a clip of someone who composed the new Superman music, like the iconic music of Superman that we all know of. And
John Williams,
I saw his son was in the booth.
Oh, Jeff Fowler.
And he had he had a toy Superman.
I saw that.
And as he was playing the music, like playing the soundtrack to the film, his son was like flying around his toy Superman. Awesome. It was like, what a classic moment, dude. And the composer said, he's like, that's my favorite moment. Yeah. That was my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Well, like, of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like those are the moments that they're trying to create.
Mm-hmm. And they did.
That's a special movie, man.
That's right. Superman, #1 at the box office. See it if you haven't. Guess what? Yeah. It's making quite a bit of money. Yeah. And guess what?
Hope.
It was a great movie. It was a great movie, okay?
Hope is a beautiful thing.
That's right.
Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies. Combining the new Superman with Shawshank Redemption.
Gotta love it.
2 excellent films.
Got to love it.
Gotta love it.
That's right. Keith, that closes out our box office breakdown. Now it's time for the Boom or Bust movie news segment. So, you know how this works. We give you reactions of Boom or Bust, but we're going to move a little bit quicker, up the tempo, up the pace. You know, in Whiplash, not quite my tempo, not quite my tempo. I'm not going to throw a cymbal at your head.
Are you J.K. Simmons and am I Miles Teller?
I'm not going to throw a cymbal at your head, but I'm going to keep us on track.
Am I about to be verbally abused?
I'm going to keep us on track.
Like, by a madman?
I might win an Academy Award while doing it.
You're going to make me cry.
I hope not. All right.
Oh, man.
Without any further ado, my friend, it's the first poster that was just released for Avatar, Fire and Ash, the third film in James Cameron's Avatar franchise. Boy, am I excited
James Cameron,
for this one.
We love you. We love your passion for water.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. We love the man you are. James Cameron, shout out the person who has gone to the deepest part of the ocean.
Absolutely.
James Cameron, a director. A movie director.
Yeah.
Has been.
He's a scientist at this point. I mean, come on.
But I find it fascinating. He's also been to the deepest part of the ocean.
Yes,
the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. He went down there in a submarine. Shout out to James.
Yeah. Okay, so the poster is out. The first trailer will play exclusively in theaters this weekend during Fantastic Four. So if you want to see the Avatar trailer, go out and see Fantastic Four, and also go out and see Fantastic Four, because I bet you it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one.
We want to see Galactus.
Oh, yeah, we do. We saw the poster, Fire and Ash. The previous Avatar film, The Way of Water. Yeah. Water. Now we're into fire. I think what James might be building here is all these elements, and the elements of the films. I think that are going to be fire, ash. What's going to be the next one? Wind, maybe. The Wind Rise or something. The Rising Wind. That could be the next one. I don't know.
I mean, literally, from the Avatar Airbender.
Sure, yeah. All the elements, right?
Because you can bend, water, air,
right,
fire.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Isn't there a fourth one?
Earth, I think.
Earth?
Something.
Ooh,
I think they can pull rocks or something. I'm not sure. But Keith, we looked at the poster. What do you think? We got a clear view. We saw the detail on the Na'vi.
Yeah.
In the poster, fire in the poster, the colors. We saw some red coming in there. Boom, bust. What do you got?
I guess light boom.
Oh, light boom. Okay.
I guess because I wanted a little more from the poster.
Okay.
It didn't give me too much, but it gave me something, and I wanted something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm happy. I just wish it was a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give this one a boom. I give it a little bit more of a boom than you. I would say this is a cemented boom for me because as I'm looking at the poster here, I can show you quick there.
It does look pretty cool.
It's cool. We got a side profile, and I like that
it's Zoe Saldana?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's just Avatar, Fire and Ash. It's simple. We know the title because we all know what Avatar is. The first two movies are in the top 5 biggest movies worldwide ever. And the Avatar, the first one, I believe, is the biggest movie ever made. We know what it is. You just got to show us a blue person face, and we know it's another Avatar movie coming out. Yeah. But I like that we see a little bit of the embers of the fire and red in the eye. That's what I really like. Red in the eye. So for that, I give it a boom because we're starting to get a feel. Movie comes out in December. Okay? Next, we've got, Keith, the tickets for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey are on sale. But the movie comes out in a year. But these aren't the normal tickets. No. This is for the 70 millimeter IMAX screening tickets. So only certain states and areas have an IMAX screen that allows for 70 millimeter film projection. Wow. For example, Universal City Walk. That is an IMAX screen with 70 millimeter film projection. Those tickets are on sale right now, a year away. We've never seen this happen before.
That's insane. I was going to say, is this like the first time in history?
This is the first time, you're prior to release. It's a movie.
Movie tickets it's a year in advance. That's insane.
Keith, boom, bust.
I give it a boom.
Yeah.
It's a boom for the movie industry. Christopher Nolan changed the game. How we buy movie tickets now.
Absolutely.
Year in advance. I want to buy tickets 4 years in advance.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we buy tickets for the 5th Avatar film?
I would buy it right now.
Yeah, I would too.
Let's go.
Comes out in probably 2032.
Yeah, great. It's awesome. But
sounds great.
I think this is really cool because it's going to become such an event where Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer, it's a movie about a scientist.
Yeah.
It almost made a bill.
I know.
It almost made a bill.
Insane.
Won Best Picture. took home all these Oscars. A movie about a scientist.
Yeah, you could argue very boring subject matter.
It's 3 hours long.
But it had us all captivated.
Oh my God, an incredible movie. I think Nolan's best.
That is why it won Best Picture.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
Actually, I just saw The Prestige the other day.
Good one, yeah.
I thought it was really good.
It's a good movie. Yeah, really good.
Great Nolan film.
Yeah, really good one. I liked it too. But so the Odyssey, I like how they're creating this event. Now, right now, this is another reason why this movie is going to make a shit ton of money. We're already creating talk, spectacle, and intrigue. The trailer, which played with Superman, the trailers play. And then your movie's going to come on. And then the Nolan Odyssey trailer comes. It's already marketed as like, no, here's movies, and then this is an event.
Yeah.
Here's movies, and this is something different and special.
Can we talk about the trailer?
It's a good trailer.
The trailer for the Odyssey looks fucking insane.
Fucking Tom Holland's crying. He's got a tear. And then what John Barenthal's like, your father!
That's good. Dude, John's monologue, his narration, when they're showing all of the scenes in the trailer, oh my God.
Yeah.
It gets you feeling some type of way. And then you just see Matt Damon as Odysseus floating on a raft in the middle of the freaking ocean. And John is, he's narrating as they're showing all the scenes, and he's like, some say, Odysseus, some say he's dead, some say he's lost, some say he's out there in fucking Wisconsin.
It's dead Timbuktu.
He's somewhere, but he's nowhere to be found. No one knows where the frick he is. And he's just floating out there on a raft in the middle of the ocean. It's like, oh,
and then it goes,
my gosh.
The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. You're like, I'm in. Where's my I can buy my ticket? Oh, hold on. It's like that good. So it's such a boom because it's setting up. This is how you go outside the box, do marketing differently. And a movie like this, The Odyssey, Nolan, perfect pair to do it. Bold prediction. I got my bold statement later. I'll tell you. I got my bold statement later.
Jeez.
I know how much money The Odyssey is going to make.
Jeez.
I'm writing it down so I don't forget.
Good gosh.
Okay. Keith, we're moving on.
It gets you very excited for the film.
Next, it's the first trailer for Disney Pixar's Hoppers.
Oh, man.
The film follows
really fun.
a girl who transfers her mind into a robotic beaver to help animals fight the construction plans from the local mayor. In theaters, March 6th, 2026.
I didn't know that was the message of the film.
That is the log line of the film. Keith, boom, bust, saw the trailer.
That's a complete jeez, I was going to say, it's a complete boom.
Okay. I was worried.
We're getting confused.
I was worried.
Everybody, jeez, we're getting rattled.
What do you got for us? Got a boom? Yeah.
It's a boom.
Okay.
I saw the teaser. It made me really happy. I loved seeing those Jebby Beavers in there. Hey, how about those pond rules? Pond rules.
That was good.
And the teaser, the Chubby Beaver is about to get eaten by the bear.
Yeah.
And the other beaver tries to save his life, and she's like, no, what are you doing? Yeah. And the bear's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
you got him.
Yeah, like pond rules. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, he was about to eat the Chubby Beaver, and the Chubby Beaver is like, what do you mean? Like pond rules?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if he gets me, he gets me. It's cool. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. No problem.
And the female beaver's like, what? What's going on?
Doesn't make sense.
And they're both just like pond rules.
Yeah, it's pond rules. Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're about to get eaten.
Yeah.
Jeez. Pond rules? You're just going to say pond rules?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. Like, all right. It looks really good. It looks fun.
Yeah.
The humor looks fun.
Yeah.
The animation looks cute. The story looks cute. I love the concept of the story, too, how they're battling back against construction? Are they like trying to demolish the forests or something like that?
We don't have that much knowledge, but just that there is construction plans and the mayor. He's got construction plans to kind of wipe them out.
Knowing how the world works, it's probably the mayor trying to demolish the forest.
Yeah, some sort of deforestation.
Deforestation to build some sort of architecture.
Yeah, probably parking lot.
Yeah, some sort of business.
Condominium.
Don't want our forests and our nature to be destroyed, people. No, this is a great message for real life. They're trying to do some building in our national parks, and we don't want that to happen. We want to keep all of our nature preserved the way it was supposed to be. And this film is sending out the correct message in regards to that. So go out and see it. It looks really cute, looks really fun, and shout out to nature.
Nice, Keith. I give this one a boom as well. I think the comment you had on the pond rules, that's really cool because, lots of times when Pixar is operating at its highest caliber, you look at a movie like Cars where it's, what would a world be like where if cars were the people? And now you look at this world and you get a bit of, okay, what is the world like? You know, now you're talking about like street rules. It's pond rules. So like, what are the rules of like the animal kingdom? Yeah. So that's when Pixar starts to operate, I think, at its best sometimes.
They're totally creating their own world.
With some of this
they're creating their own
perspective.
Yeah. You know, that saying is totally going to catch on with the kids, I feel like, you know. Hey, it's pond rules.
Yeah,
you know?
pond rules.
Yeah, it's pond rules. Yeah. Yeah. Like them doing that, them creating their own thing, their own saying, their own story. That's what makes a great original film.
Sure. And I mean, look at anything with Pixar. It's a lot of the question is, well, what if X had feelings? I mean, look at Toy Story. What if toys had feelings and personality and this and that?
Oh, yeah.
What if the beavers had feelings and they had rules and this and hierarchy? And that's a bit of what we're getting. So I like it. Did I love the trailer? No, I didn't love the trailer. I think you actually might have liked it more than me. But I like that a part of the pond rules. And I'm going to give this a optimistic buy. But I'm not sure that I've seen enough where I'm like, oh, that's going to be great. But I like it.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair
enough. Keith, next we've got Mortal Kombat 2. The first trailer for Mortal Kombat Part 2, we actually saw the first one in theaters together.
We did.
This one is coming out on October 24th. It's coming up, man. You saw the first trailer.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 1, we saw it in theaters. I think we saw it in IMAX. But now 2 is coming. Saw the trailer? Boom. Bust.
Boom for me. I thought the trailer looked better than the first one. And I enjoyed the first one. Even though it wasn't the best film. I realize it's not the best film. It's got some good action scenes. I like it.
Yeah.
I have Mortal Kombat. A bunch of us grew up playing Mortal Kombat, video game.
Fun game.
You know, shout out to all the video game movies getting made nowadays, you know. They're hit or miss, but some are pretty good. I think this one could be a hit. You know, it looked like it has a lot of really fun action, and it totally leans into the Mortal Kombat world. It looks like we're going to get some good fatalities. You know, fatalities, they're like the big thing in Mortal Kombat. We're going to get some new characters, too, from the game that we didn't see in the first one. It looks like we're getting Baraka and some other guys in
Johnny
there, too.
Cage is the main guy.
Johnny Cage is the main guy. I'm really excited to see Raiden.
Oh.
You know, with his
which guy is that?
lightning bolts.
Oh,
lightning
okay.
Isn't his name Raiden?
Well, I don't know.
I think his name is Raiden.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's a lightning bolt guy.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Looks fun. Yeah, Keith, I agree. I think this one's a boom. And like you said, I think this looks better than the first.
Yeah.
I really do.
It looks fun.
I saw the Red Band trailer, so the restricted stuff with all the blood and everything spelling out. And I was particularly struck by the whole centering around Johnny Cage. Because I felt that the first one, they had it was an ensemble piece with a lot of different characters, but none of them fully worked as a home run for me, where I was just okay with all these characters. I didn't care too much, where I was like, all right, oh, that was pretty cool. All right. But then it seems like they're trying to lean into a specific character, character being Johnny Cage, played by a great actor, Karl Urban, leading the film, leading the charge. I think that's a really good step for them. And then we get into the fun elements of the action. Yeah. I'm going to give this one kind of a bigger buy. I don't know if the movie's going to be great, but I thought it was a really good trailer. Like a trailer that screamed fun. Yeah. Coming out in October, going to be a fun Halloween watch to see these like bloody kills and this.
For sure.
And Karl Urban, good actor, like at the forefront, that's what you need. You need some good talent, and then you can surround it with these supporting guys that don't have to bear all the weight of like, we're doing a video game movie. Is it going to be good? It's Mortal Kombat. It's kind of cheesy. All these elements. Yeah. No, you're getting this character of Johnny Cage, who is this like cheeseball over the top action star in the universe. He's this action star fun thing. So it's a character we can already have a little bit more fun with, tongue in cheek. I think it's a proper move. It's a good trailer. Yeah, it's a boom.
Completely agree. Yeah, and it's interesting that you say it's centered around Johnny Cage. I feel like the first one was centered around a character we didn't know anything.
Yeah, I remember.
I think the lead in the first film wasn't a character from the video game.
Is that what it was?
I think it was just someone random, like just kind of an average Joe, and he gets put in the tournament or something like that.
Yes, I think so. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think the lead in the first Mortal Kombat is from the actual video game.
Right.
So it's fun. I really love the concept that our lead in Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be Johnny Cage, a well-known character from the actual video game itself. That draws me in so much more already, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. We want a character we already know, we're familiar with, and that we care about. And Johnny Cage, he's that. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Representing America.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. I know nothing about Johnny Cage, but now I know enough.
I know jack shit.
Yeah, but from this trailer, I know enough. I know, oh yeah, I know that guy. Oh yeah. Like I know enough. That's why it was such a good trailer. 'Cause I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. I know that guy. Yeah. So that was a good trailer. Keith, next we've got, this is a fun one, you sent this over. We've got the squirrel scene in Superman. There's a scene in Superman where James Gunn's new film where he goes out of his way to save a squirrel. Yeah. He saves the squirrel. And audience reaction, they did some test screenings, and this scene was nearly cut from the film. They actually had a cut without it. James Gunn said...
Do you want me to pull up the quote?
Sure. James Gunn said he needed him to save the squirrel, right?
Yes. He says he almost cut the scene saving the squirrel because test screening audiences didn't like it. Quote, "We showed it to test audiences, and some people did not like the squirrel. They're like, why the fuck is he saving a squirrel? Why is he taking time out saving a squirrel?" There was a cut where I cut it out, and I'm like, I really miss the squirrel.
Yeah.
He's got to save the squirrel. End quote.
That's great. Yeah, Keith, I give this a bust that people wanted to cut the squirrel, and a boom that James Gunn followed his artistic roots and his gut of putting that, because it's a small little sequence, and I think it just... Like we talk about, James Gunn created the tone of the universe and what he wanted to do and establish with this Superman Clark Kent character. Yeah. And it all falls in line following the same kind of through line of what the message of the film is. And saving the squirrel is important.
It shows that he cares about absolutely everything and everyone, no matter what species you are. If you're human or not, he cares about every single living thing on this earth, and him saving that squirrel proves that. Yeah. And I will admit, seeing for the first time him saving the squirrel when I was watching the film, I will admit I questioned it a bit, but it worked for me. And I saw him save it, and I was just like, really? Okay, saving a squirrel. But then just when the movie ended, it just makes so much sense. With the message of hope, just like being a good person to no matter who you meet and what you meet, whether it's a squirrel or not, whether the squirrel has rabies or not. You guarantee your ass Superman's still saving that squirrel with rabies.
Sure.
And that's the message of the film. It works. It's a little funny that he saves a squirrel, but it's a great little message to part of the film. That,
and it is, it's a quick chuckle too, and that's for sure the brilliance of James Gunn. And this is also a scene that's in the movie. This is what's so funny. You can never please everyone, and you can never please everyone that is on the internet. Because before, in Man of Steel, when Superman, he was just becoming Superman, he didn't know how to do it. He made all these mistakes. He didn't know if he should save these buildings and people and all this kind of stuff. He didn't know. There was a criticism that, like, why wasn't Henry Cavill saving cats and trees? He didn't care about anyone. Now James Gunn literally has Superman saving cats and trees. He saves a squirrel, saves a dog, and he does it, and people are still mad. They're still going, why did he save the squirrel? No, it's literally stripped from the comic book pages, dude. Like, you can never please everyone. They're always going to have an opinion, so don't worry about this kind of stuff.
Everyone's always got something to complain about.
Yeah, right? And I liked your take. You know, it does kind of, it's like, do we need that a little bit? And then I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, we did.
Yeah, you're sitting through the end credits, and then you're thinking about that squirrel scene again. It's like, you know what? Yeah, it works. Yeah. You know, he saved everybody. Why not save a squirrel too? It makes sense. It fits his character.
Yeah, it fits character. And I don't think that I actually questioned it at all. Like, when it happened, I was like, does he need to? Like, for 1 second, I was like, wait, does he? What? Oh, yeah, of course. I was like, boom.
Yeah, it threw me a little off guard. Okay. But yeah. At the end of it, you're like, no, it totally makes sense.
Good,
like,
nice.
It totally fits his character.
Yep. Keith, next we've got the Emmy nominations. We're just going to go over a couple quick because we're running long, but we'll stay on track, Keith. Emmy nominations are out for the 2025 awards. Apple TV has nabbed 27 nominations for all their different shows.
I'm excited. There's 3 main shows that I'm excited about. With these noms.
We've got The Penguin from HBO. That is the Batman-centered villain series. 24 nominations for The Penguin.
Colin Farrell, we love you. I mean, in my opinion, I think Colin Farrell is one of the greatest Irish actors to ever live.
Sure. Absolutely.
Like, he's insane. I think he's top 3 Irish actor of all time.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Insane.
It's great. We've got the Studio, the new kind of rookie comedy there, and then The White Lotus on its 3rd season with 23 nominations apiece.
The White Lotus. Us, baby.
The Last of Us with 16 nominations, Andor, the Star Wars television show, and Hacks with 14 nominations. We've got Adolescence, The Bear, The
Adolescence.
Pit, 13 nominations.
The Pit.
Apiece.
Yes, that's right.
The Pit, yeah. Hey, I auditioned for that show.
Did.
Yeah, I auditioned for The Pit.
The Pit.
Didn't get the part, and it made sense why I didn't. I was very wrong for the part, but it made sense.
Why were you wrong for the part?
Well, the character is he is questioning every single decision and move. He questions if he took the breath the right way. He thinks he's going to get fired every single second.
Jesus.
He's a student doctor, and he's like so unsure of himself.
Jeez.
And I would like to think that I walk into a room and I don't give off that, just from a general sense. So it was a bit harder to generality see that.
Facts.
So there were some other characters in the show where I was like, I probably would have been stronger as that. But it was a fun audition anyways. Yeah, it's a fun time. Yeah, good one.
It sounds fun.
Mr. Milton.
The experience sounds good either way.
Yeah, it was good. So we've got, the studio tied the record for the most nominations in a single year for a comedy series. It's going to compete with Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, and What We Do in the Shadows. Kathy Bates from Matlock becomes the oldest nominee for Best Drama Actress. We've got Owen Cooper, now the youngest nominee ever for the 15-year-old star of Adolescence.
He was no way. Mm-hmm. He got nominated for Adolescence.
Yes.
I just want to shout out the show Adolescence. That was one of the most heart-wrenching shows that I saw this year. Probably the most heart-wrenching show that I've seen this year. One of the most sad endings to a show I've seen in a long, long time. And I just want to shout out that show for filming every single episode in one take. And for this kid to star in this show for the very first time, this was the first thing he's acted in anything at all in his entire life. Goes in here, guns blazing, absolutely kills it, gets nominated for an Emmy. Absolute legend.
Awesome.
Let's go.
It's awesome. Pair of filmmakers, Martin Scorsese and Ron Howard, earned first ever acting Emmy nominees for their guest appearances in the studio. And we've got Harrison Ford landing his first ever Emmy nomination for Best Supporting Actor in the comedy series Shrinking. Now, you've given Adolescence a shout out. Keith, I'm going to tell you about Shrinking because it's not only one of my favorite shows of the year, it is one of my favorite shows of all time. Shrinking is that good. To me, it doesn't feel like a television show. It feels like something more. In fact, it's very therapeutic watch. It's a show about a therapist. It's about therapy in general and a character who is struggling with his own depression while also being a therapist, played by Jason Segel. I thought that Harrison Ford's performance in this show was his best work of his entire career. Wow. He's that good.
Jeez.
And there is particular scenes in the show that I said, if he does not get a nomination or some sort of recognition for this work, there is a systemic problem. Wow. He is that good. Wow. He's that good. And the Shrinking is that important of a show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's not a television show. It's therapy. You learn about yourself. You learn about others. It's great. It's great. I love it. Have to give it a shout out. We've got the Emmy nominations there. You told us before about Severance taking in a lot of nominations.
Wasn't Severance leading the way with the nominations this year?
I don't have the full kind of list here. Severance, yes, you're right, leads the nominees with a total of 27 nominations.
That's insane.
Oh, it's great.
So many noms. Adam Scott nominated for Best Actor.
Tramel Tillman, Mr. Milchek.
Oh, no way. He got the nom, too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyone else for Best Actor?
I don't have it on hand here.
But yeah, shout out to that show for leading the way in nominations. You would have loved the season 1 of Severance to get that many nominations as well. But you're just happy season 2 is getting the recognition.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. A lot of good shows out there. A lot of great ones.
We've got
White Lotus. Love that one.
White Lotus. Yeah, I was just going to tell you, Walton Goggins got the nomination.
Best Supporting. Okay, so that makes sense. Walton Goggins got the nomination, and I think. Sam Rockwell got it as well. I was going to say Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. Jason Isaacs as well for the White Lotus.
Wow.
Looks like for Severance, we had Tramel Tillman and John Turturro and Zach Cherry. Just excellent. Oh, my goodness. Another great show on here, Paradise. You seen Paradise? Okay. It's a great one.
I've never seen it.
Paradise. James Marsden was nominated Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series after show, friend of the show, Melan, that he was nominated for the Emmy for that. That's very exciting.
Dude, nice.
Also, Best Actress, Severance, Britt Lower. And as you mentioned, we had Adam Scott. You've got, let's see, Sterling K. Brown, Best Actor in a Drama Series for Paradise.
Okay.
Noah Wiley for The Pit. We've got Pedro Pascal for Last of Us. Gary Oldman for Slow Horses. Tons of great shows.
Did The Rehearsal get nominated for anything?
I think it maybe got one.
You're telling me. Damn. Wow.
Let me see.
I feel like The Rehearsal totally deserves some nominations, man.
The Rehearsal got Best Writing for a Comedy Series.
Okay.
As well as Best Directing for Nathan Fielder.
Okay, nice,
for Comedy
nice.
Series. Good.
Totally deserves that nomination.
Absolutely.
Man. Good. I'm glad it got some recognition.
Absolutely.
Very creative show.
Yeah, and so Keith, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my favorites here. For me, I thought Paradise was an excellent show.
You saw the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. It's on Hulu.
Drama?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it's a drama on Hulu.
Give me a quick synopsis.
It's done by the creator of This Is Us, as well as Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So just like relation, just like
not at all. This show is about Sterling K. Brown plays the #1 security officer for the president.
Oh,
and the president is James Marsden.
Oh.
The president, there's a big spoiler that happens episode 1, end of episode 1. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a big spoiler.
Okay.
5 minutes into the show, the president is found dead by Sterling K. Brown, his #1 security guy, finds him dead in his bedroom. Now we're in panic mode trying to discover what happened, why, what's going on. And it all leads to something where the president had to make a big decision. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's a great premise.
It's really
That's
good.
All you need to say.
It was a great show.
That sounds
great show. So I'm really excited that got some nominations. My other favorite, The Studio. Seth Rogen's The Studio.
Yeah, did you watch that one too?
Unreal.
Nice.
Absolutely love The Studio. It is so good. The camera work and the writing are so brilliant. Camera work is very Safdie Brothers-esque. It feels alive. It has a pace. It has a tempo. You're talking. Whip pan. It's alive. It's lively. Camera tracking shots. Moving. The pace of it is so good. Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg creating together again, famously done This Is the End, Superbad, all those great comedy movies that we know and love. Seth Rogen scoring a directing nomination here for the Emmys. It's a great show. All the episodes are so good. I mean, they're so funny. It's hilarious. It's a great kind of insight to how the movie business works, as well as what is wrong with it, what is right with it, and the absurdity of all of that combined into one, and the fragility of identity within the business as well. There's a lot of really good kind of messages and themes and stuff, but all packaged in a fun present and bow from Seth and Evan Goldberg in a comedic way. That's The Studio. It's funny. You look at Best Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. Bryan Cranston, The Studio. Dave Franco, The Studio. Ron Howard, The Studio.
Wow.
Anthony Mackie, The Studio. Martin Scorsese, The Studio.
That's crazy.
The only actor that was not from The Studio in this category was John Barenthal for The Bear.
Oh my god!
Everyone else was from The Studio.
That's insane.
It's awesome. The amount of cameos in there were great. So we've got Studio, we've got Paradise. Wow. I touched on Shrinking. You and I both love Severance. That's well documented on our show here.
For sure.
And then The Penguin as well. I'm so excited. The Penguin. I just have the finale to watch. That's it. So good.
Man, I heard about that finale.
I watched 5 episodes yesterday on the airplane.
Oh, dude, you are going to be...
Oh, I know.
I think you're going to be quite shocked by the
finale. I know.
Okay.
Ian, friend of the show, Ian, he's told me it's quite something.
Yeah.
It'll be something.
Yeah.
But Keith, we've got Adolescence from you. We've got Severance as well. Did you want to shout out another one of your favorites here? We've got
White Lotus.
Yeah,
shout out to White Lotus.
We've got White Lotus for you. The Pit. Yeah, we covered The Pit as well. That's a new one there. Adolescence we talked about. Severance well documented with us.
I'm happiest with Adolescence. I assume White Lotus was going to get filled with nominations. Such a popular show, very well liked, incredibly well written.
Yeah.
By what's his name?
Mike White.
Mike White. God, Mike White. What a guy. Jeez. But Adolescence, man, that was a very different, true story of something that actually happened and that is happening more and more often. It's about a kid who stabs a girl at his school.
Wow.
And it's about the parents. tells the story of the parents of the son who killed the girl.
Yeah. Wow.
Usually we get the opposite reaction. We usually get the perspective of the parents of the victim.
Yeah.
But this one we get the perspective of the parents of the one who actually caused this.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's very heavy watching them just tackle this whole thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really heavy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a heavy watch for sure. Keith, that's the Emmys. That's all I've got for you. Anything left for me? I think you're good.
I think I'm good, man.
Good, man. We've got now, moving on to our cuts. We've got to keep it tight, my brother. We've got our cuts. This is our 5 faves of the year. So far, we're at the halfway point, little past the halfway point of the year. We're going to shout out 5 movies, okay? I'm going to go over my 5 first. If that's okay, then you take it away, my brother.
You do your thing.
Sounds good. Keith, I texted you earlier. You texted me. It's funny. You texted me. You were like, you know what? You said, I just saw Eddington. You were telling me a little about the film. And then you're like, you know what? I think my favorites of the year were this, this, and this. And I was like, well, you want to hear mine? I think mine are this, this, and this. Maybe we'll make this a segment. And we're making it a segment. So
yeah, here we go.
My 5 favorites, my recommendations of the year. We're not going to take too much time. We're going to go quick. First, you've heard it everywhere. It is Sinners. Ryan Coogler's Sinners, the vampire horror film. I thought this movie was so rich in terms of character work, in terms of meaning, mixing music with like the deal with the devil, the horror elements. Very highly original, excellent acting, excellent directing. The movie flew by. I think I saw it 3 times in theaters. Love that one. Sinners. Next, I've got a family movie for you. It's Paddington in Peru. This movie made my heart soar. I was smiling from ear to ear.
I still got to see this one.
Such a great bear. Such a wonderful, wonderful message about family. About family, what it means about your given family and the family that you make along the way, your blood family and everything that comes with it. It's funny. It's got a nice sense of humor. Different director took over it. The first 2 were done by Paul King. New director coming in, stepping in. Also, Sally Hawkins usually plays the mom in the film. She did not play the mom in this film. I think she was busy doing another film on both of our lists. We'll get into that in a second. But Paddington, watch them all. The second one is the best, but the third one delivers a fun time at the movies for your family. Great message there. Next, Keith, we both have this one on our list, so maybe I'll let you chime in here on this one. Probably take it more. We've got the Sally Hawkins performance of a grieving mother here in the horror film Bring Her Back. Wow, what a sick one, huh?
In my opinion, it was the most dreadful film of the year.
Yeah.
It's the film that's going to make you feel the worst out of all the movies this year. And I think that's a testament. I think that's impressive for a film to do that. I think that's why it was so damn good.
Sure.
A film can be, you don't have to enjoy your time in the theater to appreciate a really good film.
Yeah. True.
A lot of really great films have really dark endings. And this was one of them. And I'm glad we both really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because
really
Sally Hawkins is insane, and she deserves to be getting some more credit, I think.
Yeah.
She's absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
She's incredibly unsettling.
Yeah.
And you don't want her as your foster mom.
Tell you that. I will tell you that, brother.
You don't.
You do not. Let's Bring Her Back. It's a sick, demented horror film about a grieving mother. Boy, did we like that one. Next, Keith, I think we both might have this one on our list. This is called The Life of Chuck. The Life of Chuck is a Mike Flanagan written and directed movie based on a Stephen King short story, which I actually finished on vacation. I finished the book.
No way.
Great book. Great book. Really liked it.
Yeah, you enjoyed the book?
Different. A lot of little differences in there, but yeah.
What'd you enjoy more, the book or the movie?
The movie.
Wow.
I thought the movie was even better. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the book was great, but I thought the movie was even better. It's Mike Flanagan's work. We've got Tom Hiddleston in the cast, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillian, I believe, was in it as well. But a loaded cast there. It's about the beauty of life. The Walt Whitman phrase, I contain multitudes, what that means. It was a powerful, powerful film chronicling one character, Chuck Krantz, his life in different kind of segments of his life, and the beauty and the fragility of both life and death and all of that. It's quite powerful, quite profound. That's The Life of Chuck. Did you have that on your list as well?
Oh,
actually?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, it's been my favorite movie of the year so far.
It's your number one, you'd say.
Yeah, I'd say it's my number one. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. It totally it was the movie that I watched that moved me the most this year.
Right.
I mean, whatever movie I watch that's going to move me the most, it's probably going to be at least a top 3 film. And yeah, I got moved the most. At the end of the film, I was bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Because of how hard it hit home for me.
Yeah.
And like the message, it's so pure, raw, and real, and just it's such a human story that all humans can relate to. You know, we're saying Superman is that hopeful movie of the year. So is The Life of Chuck. You finish this movie, you're going to be thinking about life.
Yeah.
You're going to be reflecting on your life.
Yeah, you will.
In some way. And that's what movies should do. You know?
Yeah.
And it's powerful when a movie can do that. And it did just that. And it's very thought-provoking film, very moving film. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I agree. Now it's time for my last one, but probably my favorite of the year, my friend. This is James Gunn's Superman. You know I was going to say it. Come on. James Gunn's Superman. It is is it the most fun I had at the movies so far this year? Yeah, I think it was, but I did love F1, which is an honorable mention there as well. I did have a lot of fun with Thunderbolts as well. That's an honorable mention. But man, Superman was so good because of the message and because I went in with like, I don't know if I'm going to love it. And I came out loving it. Great character work, star-making performance from Dave Cornsweet.
For sure.
And Rachel Brosnahan was insane.
Yeah.
You know, the cast was
Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Terrific, that actor was so good. You know what he would be great in? Which it wouldn't be a challenge for him because he played Mr. Terrific, but if he could play one of those androids in the Alien franchise, perfect.
Yeah.
He could just walk on the set right now and do it.
Yeah.
He would be so good.
He would be good.
Yeah, he'd be great. Like a Michael Fassbender kind of character there. Yeah, great.
For sure.
But, you know, the film was packed with such deep meaning. Great action. The Mr. Terrific scene on the beach.
Gosh.
Probably my favorite sequence in a movie this year, but there's some great stuff in Thunderbolts as well. But I don't know, that one, I was so marveled with James Gunn's camera work. It was a total mixing of style, but it had substance because that was solidifying what and who Mr. Terrific, how powerful he was, what he could do, and just kind of who Rachel Brosnahan was in company with. So that's probably my favorite
And you knew that was coming too. James Gunn in a superhero movie, you combine the two, you're always going to get some really great fun action scenes, and you're going to get some really great fun music too to go along with the action scenes. And you put an action scene, James Gunn, and a really good song together, you get really great cinema.
That's right.
You get really great cinema
Absolutely.
that almost everyone really enjoys.
That's absolutely right.
That was a really enjoyable scene. And then the ending scene of the movie too. You know, the punk rock song. You know, two scenes in that movie that definitely hit home, along with the porch scene, him talking to his dad.
I was very emotional. I was very emotional in that scene. I had several moments in Superman where I was pretty much tearing up.
Tear up for sure. A lot of those scenes.
Yeah, really pivotal stuff for me. Super emotional. It's just a classic fun time at the movies.
Having your dad tell you he's proud of you is one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh yeah,
and that's what that scene was about. Him talking with his dad on the porch.
Yeah, and
you know, and he's like, his dad is basically like, I don't care what your original parents said you were made to do. What you've already done on this planet, on Earth, for your family, for everyone else, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for that.
Yep.
You're my son, that's who you are, and I'm proud of you for that, and I want nothing more.
It's beautiful.
Like, it's a beautiful message.
It's quite profound. And I said this when I watched the film with my dad, actually, that for that actor to come in, that's a hard scene. That is a hard scene to perform because this is your first time the audience is meeting you. We've got to live with David Cornsweet for an hour. Middle of the film, first time, we need to get, you're his father, you mean the world to him, he means the world to you, and also deliver a pivotal message of the film. And that actor, I don't know his name, came in and knocked it out of the park.
Totally knocked it out of the park.
He plays Mush, the dad, you know?
Totally knocked it out of the park.
He came in and just delivered.
Oh my God.
Great casting on that role.
For real.
Yeah, really hard. That's so hard when you just come in and you gotta, here's the message of the film, tee it up, boop, hit it out of the park. Great
oh my
message there.
And then how it hits full circle when he's like
at the end.
Yeah, when he's in his lair. When he's in his lair in Antarctica.
Spoiler, but
well, yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe don't spoil it then.
Yeah, well, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough. Yeah. So that's my 5, guys. That's enough. We have Sinners, Paddington in Peru, Bring Her Back, Life of Chuck, and Superman. Those are my 5, with my honorable mentions being F1 and Thunderbolts. Oh, and Companion. I like that one too. That's a good one. Keith, it's time for your 5 faves of the year. We've got a little bit of carryover.
Yeah, I'll keep it quick. Yeah, we got a lot of carryover. Superman. No order for me. Superman, I loved it. It's at least 4.5 out of 5 for me. Bring Her Back. It's probably my favorite horror movie of the year.
Probably your favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, I know. Probably my favorite movie of the year. It says how sick I am. I love a good, disturbing, unsettling film with a dark ending, and it really had just that.
Yeah.
And it had many what the hell type of moments. WTF.
Yeah.
Bring Her Back. Also 4.5 for me.
Yeah.
Thought it was really good. Number 3, Life of Chuck.
Yes.
Loved Life of Chuck.
Yes.
I mean, that was actually, I'd say that was my favorite movie of the year so far. Okay. I love a movie that can just make me bawl and just make me cry and just move me so much. That's what I go to the movies for. Yep. They did just that. 4.75 out of 5 for me.
Wow, big score.
The other 2, I'm going to go Companion.
Oh,
I'm going to give that a 4.25. That was really original horror movie that came out early in the year and kind of started this year off with a bang. You know?
It did.
Yeah. Shout out to Sophie Thatcher. And number 5, I was going to go 28 years later. But I'm saying screw it. I'm going Eddington.
Wow.
Eddington.
Look at him go.
Is in my top 5. I liked it that much. Go out and watch Eddington.
Wow.
It's an incredible film. It's an original film. It's a thought-provoking film.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining film, whether you're going to like it or not. Just try to put those political ideologies aside and just enjoy this wacky, what-the-fuck type of film.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Keith, you've got a couple honorable mentions on here.
I do.
You had the 28.
Yeah, 28 years later, definitely honorable mention. Final Destination, honorable mention.
Yes.
And Lilo and Stitch as well.
Nice.
Honorable mention. I love Lilo and Stitch.
I love it. You're getting some family in there too.
For sure, right? Yeah, those are all great movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
great.
That's all.
And maybe next week we can cover our most anticipated for the rest of the year. Maybe we can pick out 5. I know you've listed 2 on here.
Well, I'll just say right now. I know the horror movies Weapons and Together with Dave Franco and Allison are definitely going to mess up my top 5.
Yeah.
I got a top 5 pretty set right now, and I know those 2 horror movies that are coming out in a couple months are definitely going to mess that up.
Nice. Well, my number 1.
Couple weeks, not a couple months.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true. My number 1, I know this whole year has been the same, and it comes out this week. And that's Fantastic Four, First Steps.
I know, you're stoked for that.
Oh, and maybe, my number 1 and my number 2, interchangeable. Happy Gilmore 2 also comes out this week. It's a great week for me.
Dude, yeah.
It's a fun week.
Yeah, you're stoked.
I'm stoked. Man. So next week we'll go over some outside of those 2 films. But guys, that is our cuts or our highlight of the week. So that is our top 5. Keith had, let me pull up his quick list again so we can rattle off. He had The Life of Chuck, which we both had. He had Superman, which we both had. He had Bring Her Back, which we both had. He had Companion, followed by Eddington in no particular order. Guys, that is our cuts, our highlight of the week.
Kind of is in that order.
It is in that order? Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So that's our cuts, our highlight of the week, and now we go over our BSOTD. It's the final part of the show, my friend. It is our bold statement of the day. It's our hopes, our dreams, our thoughts, our feelings, our aspirations, all of it packed up into one, a tight little bow. It's a present. It's a gift. We have it for you. I know what I'm going to be saying. I've got it right here. It's just aching to come out of my body, my soul. It's here. Oh my gosh. Let me get one of these.
Okay. Good Lord.
Let's go. Guess what? The Odyssey next year is going to make $1 billion or more.
Wow.
The Odyssey will hit $1 billion. If Oppenheimer, a movie about a scientist that is 3 hours long, can win Best Picture and make over $900 million, The Odyssey, one of the classic literary tales, done by Nolan and an all-star, just a studded cast. We haven't seen a caliber of this cast in a bit, probably since the last Nolan film or a Wes Anderson film.
It always is. Yeah.
I think this can make a bill. I think it will make a bill. The Odyssey, $1 billion, 2026.
You're probably right, completely.
It's a BSOTD.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with every word.
It's good. It's good.
I mean, Nolan's gotten so much more hype than what he already had. Like, think about how much hype Nolan had during the Interstellar and Inception craze. Like, he had so much hype then. And, dude, after Oppenheimer, just doubles his hype. Like, I mean, the anticipation for the Odyssey is off the charts right now. Mm-hmm. It's his most anticipated movie by a mile that he's ever done. And the fact that he's reached this level, just shout out to the big Noel.
The big Noel.
We love the big Noel.
He's a knight. He was knighted.
My BSOTD is Rachel McAdams. Oh. Is the best female lead to star in any rom-com.
Oh.
She's an absolute legend.
Yes.
She's in all of them.
Yeah,
and they're all great. Rachel, what is that you do that captivates us so much? We just love you. We love looking at your face. We love looking at your emotions.
Yeah.
You're so captivating whenever you're on the screen. You're just so relatable. You're so likable. We all love you, Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't met anyone who like said, yeah, I hate Rachel McAdams.
Right.
Yeah, like
who would say that?
Yeah, like screw that girl. Like why? Like
how could you?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to The Vow. No one really remembers The Vow.
I saw it in theaters. I saw it in theaters. I remember that one.
I think we would have saw that together.
Did we?
I think we did. Yeah. Obviously, everyone knows The Notebook. That is her famous, rom-com that will stand the test of time. That's going to go down as one of the greatest rom-coms of all time. It already is.
If you're an actor, if you're an actor, you can watch her audition. Oh. It's tremendous. Wow. You can see why she got the part. It's tremendous. God. She takes so many risks, and it's a perfect audition tape that takes risks. It's quite a learning lesson. In acting school, we studied it. We've studied it. I knew it before, but then they brought it up in class. I was like, yeah, I've seen this one. This is something special.
We love you, Rachel.
Yeah, sorry.
How about the hot chick?
Yeah.
The hot chick.
What is it?
With
Jessica.
With Rob Schneider, yeah. Rob Schneider and Rachel McAdams switch bodies. It's like a Freaky Friday.
And then Rob Schneider was a woman. It's like classic.
Yeah, you have this great scene of like Rob Schneider like wearing a bra and like panties, and he's like, Jessica, like, what? Who am I? It's just great. And Rachel McAdams, Rob Schneider's character is like a thug. He's like he's like a thief in the movie. So like Rachel McAdams she's in Rob Schneider's body now, and she's like living this like gross ass life. She's like this dirty, like gas station worker or some shit. It's like eating chips and like fucking
spilling it
dip
everywhere
off of her like pants and everything.
Yeah, doesn't care.
Yeah, just messy. Like a total slob. Yeah, total slob. Yeah, so she's so funny. That she's so funny that she can like play like a role as opposite of what she normally plays like that. Like I love The Hot Chick. More people need to watch The Hot Chick, and it's directed by a guy named Tom Brady. No, it's not that actual Tom Brady who played for the Patriots. Shout out. But its director is literally named Tom Brady. Shout out to Tom.
Let's go.
And then
Wedding Crashers, another comedy.
She's in Wedding Crashers?
Yes.
No way.
She's the female lead in Wedding Crashers.
Rachel McAdams blows my mind.
Mean Girls.
No. The more
co-lead opposite Lindsay Lohan.
The more movies you name, the more insane it gets.
She's tremendous.
She's absolutely insane. I was gonna name another one. How about Time?
Oh yeah,
she's in About Time.
Oh, that movie's great.
I genuinely think Rachel McAdams is like the queen of rom-coms.
Oh yeah,
she's insane.
I agree. You got quite the argument.
Everyone you name, it's like, oh my god, hit, and it's like some are funny, some are more dramatic, some are more emotional. She nails everything.
She's
my favorite is About Time. I originally thought my favorite would be the Notebook, which came out like a decade before, and then she just hits us again. Like she's like, no, you thought I was done? Fuck no, bitch! I'm coming at you hot this time with About Time.
Yeah,
and boy did she! Oh my god, we were all bawling at the end of About Time.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal rom-com, one of the best I've seen in decades.
Yes, I agree.
She is great. We love you, Rachel.
I agree.
We love you.
Lastly, Academy Award nominee. She was nominated for Spotlight, which won Best Picture.
Oh, she was in Spotlight.
Does great dramatic work too.
Dude, she's a hell of an actress.
Hell of an actress.
She's so
great
fun.
BSOTD.
And she seems like such a sweetheart too.
Yeah,
she really does, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rachel.
Quite the comedic performances, like you said. Yeah, she does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, the hot chick is really,
she was in
really
Game
funny.
Night too with Jason Bateman.
Game Night is so funny.
Yeah, female lead in that one too.
Yeah, she's got a
great career.
Really
great career. She could hang it up right now and be like, yeah, Rachel, one of the best. Yeah, thanks. Good job. Peace out.
Such a likable woman.
Season 2 of True Detective, dramatic work too.
Oh my gosh! I tell you,
8 episodes.
You keep naming her work, and it gets more. It gets more insane with every movie.
Doctor Strange.
You name.
Doctor Strange too. Female lead opposite Benedict Cumberbatch.
Getting shocked.
It's nuts.
More and more.
Great bold statement. It's a handshake right there.
Jeez, wow, thanks.
I like that.
I had that on the list for quite some time.
That's a great
because
one.
she makes me feel some type of way.
Like that's a great one. Those are fun. bold statements where we can talk about like, oh, they did this, they did that.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did that. A lot of good moments.
Oh,
yeah.
She's so fun, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
Maybe the hot chick might be my favorite.
That's funny.
Oh god,
such a
good movie, dude.
And then Rob Schneider was a woman. It's like
it's got Anna Faris too.
Yeah,
like it's got a good cast.
Yeah,
great cast.
Kind of loaded. Yeah, kind of loaded.
Shout out to those Deuce Bigelow male gigolo movies.
Oh, I like the Deuce Bigelow movies. Yeah, the first one's really good. Yeah, second one, I mean, it's not that good of a movie, but the first one I think was a good movie.
I love Rob Schneider. Man.
I do too. He's classic.
Funny little guy.
Yeah, he says. Guys, that's our show. That's our BSOTD. That's the bold statement of the day. Our hopes, dreams, thoughts, feelings, aspirations. We've gone long. It's 11:11. Make a wish, my brother. That is fun stuff. Make a wish, baby. That is fun stuff. Guys, that's our show. That's Kel's Cuts. I'm the host, Kellen Slattery. This is the co-host, the illustrious co-host, and the horror fanatic, and the self-proclaimed animal expert who does not have an animal fact ready for us.
Oh, God. I don't have an animal fact, but I just think that's I think it's really fascinating what I'm about to say. The blue whale is the largest living creature ever. And it's still living. I think that's fascinating. You know, we always talk about all the massive, enormous sea creatures and dinosaurs that used to walk and swim on this earth, and now they're all gone. Yeah. And, you know, we talk about, like, how these massive creatures used to roam the earth and, like, how we would be ants compared to them. Well, we have one, folks. It's in the ocean. There's many of them. It's called the blue whale. It gets up to 110 feet in length. And it is the largest living animal on the planet and is the largest ever recorded living animal on the planet. Shout out to the blue whale. I just think it's fascinating that we still have an animal that large, over 100 feet in length, just chilling out there in the oceans.
Yeah, wow.
Ready to swallow some kayakers or something like that.
Wow.
You know?
You said you didn't have a fact. That's quite the hell of a fact.
Oh, jeez, great. Thanks, man. I love blue whales.
That's why you're the animal expert, brother. It's good stuff, man. That was fun. That was fun.
Thanks,
that was a fun one.
Jeez,
it's a fun show, man. That's Kel's Cuts, guys. Thanks for joining us. We had fun chatting. Probably a little bit too much fun. We went long, but we hope you had fun listening. Shout out #1 fan out there, Cole Prince, friend of the show. Maybe we'll have him on soon. Hope you liked the episode. It was fun. Welcome back. We'll be seeing you next week.
Oh, did I see how I didn't say how I'm feeling?
Oh, I'm sorry. How are you feeling?
Oh, I was just going to say I'm feeling like a blue whale.
Oh.
I'm feeling big and blue.
Oh, you usually have 3.
Big and blue and ready to... I was going to say take a poo.
Oh, I was going to say big and blue and ready to go.
ready to go. Big and blue, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, big and blue and ready to love on you.
Yo, nice. Hey, love on you, Love Island, baby.
Shout out to Love Island.
There you go.
Greatest reality TV show of all time. That's another conversation that we
right.
will hit next episode. Love Island, Amaya Papaya. We love you. Huda, you don't deserve all the hate. We love you too. We support everybody on the show. Everyone on the show. I mean, every single person. You know, they're putting their lives out there. You got to love it. Stop hating on everyone, okay? Stop acting like you haven't done the same thing or you haven't made a mistake in your life. Stop nitpicking everything the Islanders do. You know, they're being vulnerable, putting themselves out on reality television for the whole world to watch. Let's treat them like human beings, and let's not act like we haven't done worse in our lives. You know, saying something regret. Or we've all said something we regret in our lives, and all the... so just don't stop all the hate on the Islanders. They're humans. Treat them like humans. Treat people like people.
Wise words from the illustrious Keith Vogt. My name's Kellen Slattery. Thanks for joining us. That's Kel's Cuts. With all that being said, we'll see you at the movies.
Bye.